Welcome to ENTC 2160 Architectural CAD. We've had several videos up to this point where we've talked about putting in windows, doors, walls. We've talked about stacking. We've talked about putting on a roof. And we've talked about some of the basic things here, such as generating a window and door schedule. Today, we're going to focus on putting furniture into your floor plans. It's fairly easy to do, and we will share that with you. So first of all, once you have completed your floor plans, and the reason I have two floor plans here is because this is the first floor and the second floor, and obviously on the second floor you might have bedrooms, and first floor you might have the kitchen and dining room and those rooms. But again, one of the things that is missing though are interior walls. I purposely did not put interior walls in here, but you can compartmentalize your plan by putting in your interior walls so that you can identify your bedrooms, your bathrooms, the closets, etc. And then you can put in your furniture accordingly based on those rooms. So without having those rooms identified, I'm still going to demonstrate to you how you can access the various templates that's going to allow you to put in your specific furniture. So in this case, you want to, as you can see here, if you select Insert, you have Design Center. So you want to select your Design Center. Just scroll down here, find Design Center, and once you get Design Center, you can see many options here. The particular one that you want to choose is Imperial. Now we have a lot of items in metric as well, but for what we're doing, we're going to just use the Imperial. Once we double click on Imperial, you have Design and you have Document. You now want to select Design. Just double click on Design, and then you want to select Furnishing. Once you select furnishing, in this case, we're going to start out with furniture here, which is sofas, chairs, those kind of things. If you want to do cabinetries, like if we were laying out our kitchen and you want overhead cabinets and base cabinets, you would go to your casework. If you want to put paintings on your wall, if you want to put plants on top of your fireplace, etc., or plants on tables, this is where you can actually select that. So let's just go to furniture. I'm going to double click, and you have several categories of furniture. As you can see, let's just choose a sofa, just a style sofa initially. So you double click on that, and you have many options that you can choose from. So let's just bring in a medium size here. Sofa, just double click. And I just right click, which means that you can, do insert, you can do open it, you can edit it, delete it, etc. So I'm just going to double click on it so I can move it and move this out of the way. Let me minimize it so I have more space. And then you can put this sofa right here. Notice here, I'm just going to put the sofa here for now. And you can put two sofas in here if you want to, but let's just use one, and I'm going to hit escape so I can get out of the process with the one. Here's the thing. You want to be able to move this sofa, rotate this sofa. So if you select it at this point, you can always go to right click. Remember we did basic modify tools before when we copy something to actually stack it. You can actually go to rotate at this point, and you can select rotation and rotate it however you choose to do it. Just rotate your furniture. I'm just going to rotate it. Let's just see how I want to rotate it. I'm just going to rotate it like that. The other thing that you can do to rotate that furniture is based on what we communicated in an earlier video, which is if I were to select this sofa, I can right click my mouse button and choose property, and here is a property dialog box that tells me a lot about this piece of furniture here. And if we wanted to change the size of that furniture, we can change it by typing in XYZ, which is a scale, to get the height, width, or depth, which we can modify. The other thing is, just like we rotated it at first by selecting it, right click, basic modify tools, choosing rotate or rotation. In the properties dialog box, if you know what angle you want to rotate it, you can just simply type it in. I'm just going to do 90 right now, just to show you we can rotate it again. So there it is, it's been rotated, and now I'm just going to slide it down to this wall right here. Notice this little green box keeps showing up again. That means that it wants to place it at an endpoint. If you don't want to specifically put it at an endpoint, just toggle that off by simply selecting F3 or the corresponding icon at the bottom of the screen. So we're going to just select it and place it right there. So I've placed that furniture there. Hit escape to get out of this. The other thing that I want to do is maybe put in a table here. So if I go back to my design center, I'm going to just go back. Let's see what I want to put in here. Just a desk. Let's put a desk in here. Select a desk, and let's just choose, I don't know, a small desk. Let's just choose one. Let's just choose this one right here. And I'm just going to put this desk in here. All right, and if you know the angle of this wall, you can rotate that desk to actually be parallel to that wall there. So you can do that by simply selecting it, right click, go to basic modify tools again, and then go to rotate. You can do it that way, or hit escape, go to your properties dialog box, and then if you know what angle you want, if you know this angle right here, right, you can do that. We can very easily find that. If you go back to when I demonstrated dimensioning, you can get this angle, therefore you know what this angle is, and you can actually change that here into your rotation and get that exact angle. But I don't want to go through that right now. What I want to demonstrate to you now is that what if you wanted to put a vase or a flower or something on top of this desk? How do you do that? All templates that you bring in is going to come in at a base height of 0, meaning that every piece of furniture that you bring in is going to be on the ground. So if you have a vase that you want to put on top of this, you're going to have to change the elevation to the height of this particular desk. So let's do that real quick. So what I want to do is bring in, I'm going to go back first. We're going to bring in a plant. Not sure why you're going to put a plant on your desk right now, but let's just choose a plant. Let's choose this plant right here, 3D type 2 plant. I want to select that plant. I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to put it right here. Right? And I'm going to escape out of this. Here's the issue. If everything comes in on the ground level, the question is, how do you put it on top of this desk? Well, the way you put it on top of this desk is that if you know the height of the furniture, which we can know that pretty easily, which is select the furniture, go to your properties dialog box, and it will show you the height of that furniture. Therefore, when you want to change the elevation or move the elevation of the plant, just set the elevation to the height of the furniture. There is an easier way, or a way visibly you can actually move this. Well, you go to a view where you can see height. Remember before we discussed that you cannot see height from a top view. So let's go to view, go home, go to view, and select a front view where we can actually see the height. Now, because we chose a shaded view here, I want to go back and select the 2D wireframe. Now I can see the piece of furniture and I can see the desk. What I want is to place this plant on top of that desk. So I'm going to literally just simply select this because I can see it. Select the little node point that's connected to the plant and move it up to the top of the table. Just like this. You can zoom in by moving your middle mouse button, making sure you're right on it. So it's there. So now if I go to a three-dimensional view by going view, go to one of the isometrics this way, zoom in, and let me change this a little bit to conceptual, even though you can't see it through the wall. But if I can right click, go to 3D orbits, I can zoom in here and go in this way, and you can see that we've now placed our furniture beneath the plant, or essence, put the plant on top of the furniture. This applies to any of the templates that you use. So if you're bringing in whatever you want to bring in, just remember, everything you want to bring in is going to be in the top view. And so in order to see it, go to a three-dimensional view or go to a front view or a side view where you can see height, and make sure that you're happy with where you place your furniture. Thank you for joining in. I hope that this has been helpful with being able to use your design content to insert templates into your floor plan. Thank you.